they'll find you.
I really don't like severe weather.
Really?
Yeah, it's high stress. People die. And it's not a lot of fun in that respect.
No better way to truly understand and communicate the weather that you're forecasting than to experience it.
So I'm like, we got to go live. It's coming in. So I think that was one of the earliest times we've been on the air live.
Well, the rental car stuff was a long story.
But that was a lot of fun with Phil and the gang. They do a great job over there.
The Stormfront Freaks podcast, baby. It's the best in the world. Jump back.
Him laughing is funnier than anything.
I don't understand what happened. I really don't.
The following program is a production of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
So, hey, Storm Freaks, it is Phil, and on this special night of the show, we're excited to have meteorologist and storm chaser Matthew Cappucci joining us. Plus, we're booting up Weather Trollbot 5000. It's all here on episode 239 of the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
Going green. Greenwich. Saddle them up. You got it, boss.
All right, welcome to the most entertaining weather podcast. This is the award-winning Stormfront Freaks podcast, and it's brought to you by our booming YouTube members. They're all scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. You can see those are Cat 2 members. They're on the bottom. But want to let you know, we want to see who's also probably jumping in. Let's see who's in our chat tonight. Mesomat, Justin R. Wind Dancer, Josh Smith, we got Christine, we got Caitlin, Grifter, Carly, Lucy, Misty, Fuzzy, just storm chasing. I can't read this one. Chai Winnie.
Chai Winnie was last night. Chai Winnie mom. It's a dog.
Right. Maddie, Delmar girl. We got all kinds of folks. So thanks all of you for tuning in. If you want to support the show and become a member of the team, we got a couple different tiers that include benefits. Brady, tell folks about the member benefits on our YouTube channel.
Oh, they're just endless. We got the Cat 1 and we got the Cat 2 level. The Cat 1 gets you access to emotes and so much more. The Cat 2, we've got exclusive merch. We've got that discount count to the weather store, and we've got exclusive videos, and we are just getting started. Our members, we are going to be doing more, especially as the season starts to wind down. We are going to be winding up our members-only content, so get ready. We're coming at you fast.
Sounds great, and I'll tell you, if you're watching us on another platform like Twitter, Facebook, something like that, come on over to YouTube and the Stormfront Freaks page. There you're going to have a definitely better viewing experience. Plus, you can also join us in the chat. We'll be keeping an eye on that all night as well. The other thing we'll be looking out for, and Brady, you can help if you see something. If any super chats, we'll be sure to get your questions to our guest during the show as well. But right now, it is time for our Wicked Weather Report.
Woo. All right, Stormfront Freaks, hold on to your hats. I had to put my hat on just for this. I am freelance meteorologist at the Weather Channel, Jennifer Watson. All right, so let's talk about this for a quick second. We've got Project Ice Chip. A 6-week mission in the Great Plains is revolutionizing how we understand hailstorms. Since June 3rd, 2025, 60 researchers from Northern Illinois University have been diving into storms, collecting nearly 4,000 hailstones to study their growth patterns. Using weather balloons, high-tech radar, and dented vehicles, of course, they're uncovering secrets to better forecast hail, which costs the U.S. $10 billion annually. From Texas to Oklahoma and beyond, their battle-scarred trucks are proving hail is no match for science. Over to you, Brady.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic job.
How do you follow that?
You can't. You absolutely can't follow it, but I'm going to try. Thank you, Jen. I'm Outbreak Meteorologist, a streaming meteorologist, and I'm also Senior Meteorologist, according to my comments on YouTube. Someone called me Gramps. It's not good. We're working on it. But I am Stormcat 5. And guys, we've got to talk about this North Dakota deadly tornado outbreak, followed by that derecho. That was a couple weeks ago, but we had tornadoes in North Dakota, and North Dakota has turned into Tornado Alley on June 21st. As we get later into the season, the tornadoes, they go further to the north and further to the north, and they keep going into the summer. We've had June Sanity, a violent supercell spawn at least 2 confirmed tornadoes near Enderlin and Spiritwood, leaving 3 dead and widespread destruction. And guys, this is just, we're getting into June Sanity right now. Storm chasers were the first to spot the twisters, aiding first responders, finding the victims. With over 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts, flash flooding in Fargo, the Cass County Sheriff's Office called it a night of chaos, and it was a night of chaos. The National Weather Service is still investigating how many twisters touched down. You always got to say weather where, even late into the severe weather season like this. Dina, what you got for us tonight?
What do I got? I got Lego Twister Set Storms Lego ideas. That's what I got.
Boom!
Freaks, get ready to chase in brick form. I'm meteorologist Dina Knightley. A Lego Ideas Twister set inspired by the 90s film just hit 10,000 supporters on June 25th, earning a shot at becoming an official set. This diorama, designed by Roy Builds, featuring a working tornado, a red pickup with an iconic Dorothy device, and a flying cow. It's now in LEGO's second 2025 review, with results expecting in early 2026. Will this storm-chasing masterpiece hit shelves? Stay tuned, freaks.
Man, that's going to be worth some money, I could tell you already if that comes out. It's crazy. I know it. Thanks, Dina. Hey, freaks. The storm's not over. I'm former on-camera meteorologist Mark Maz Massaro, and a Twisters sequel is officially in the works, announced June 19th, 2025, with Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones expected to return as storm-chasing heroes. Universal and Warner Brothers are banking on the 2024 blockbuster's $372 million success, wow, promising bigger tornadoes and next-gen weather tech. No plot details yet, but rumors hint at a summer 2026 release. That would be so cool. I'm actually looking forward to that quite a bit. After 2025's record tornado season, this sequel's ready to rip through theaters. Get ready to chase again.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you hear the music? Freaks, do you hear it?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do.
That's right, baby.
Not that old.
It is time for the climax of the show, the peak of the mountain. We are introducing our guest, none other than Matthew Cappucci. This guy is a legend in so many respects. It's a whirlwind. This show is going to be a whirlwind. I'm reading the script right now. It says whirlwind because Cappucci is everywhere. He's on my radar. He's on every single social media platform you could ever ask for. He went to Harvard. He's literally been in every single field in meteorology. This guy is a pro. And I'm telling you, I have been loving the content he has been putting out. I don't know how you have so much time in the day. Guys, he's been storm chasing. He took a whole month and a half to storm chase and got some of the best tornadoes of the year. He's intercepted plenty. He's had 2 books. He's had an Emmy. He's got Emmy nominated. Are you kidding me? This guy is all over the place. He's 2023's National Weather Person of the Year. And man, he electrifies audiences. He's going to electrify us tonight. Cappucci, let's give it up for the ultimate weather rock star, Matthew Cappucci! Welcome, brother.
Man.
Damn. I want you to call me in the morning and make me feel that good.
Hey,
every day.
Hey, that's so Cappucci. First of all, welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight, brother? Oh no, mute.
Uh-oh. We lost his audio.
Oh, I've been muting myself.
There
I was going to say,
go.
that was the self-confidence boost I needed. I love that. Can I have you like rewrite my Tinder bio and just like...
You know what?
Great.
That can be, you know, we can arrange that, my friend. We can arrange that.
Nice.
So, welcome to the show, Cappucci. First of all, I just got to know, How do you have time in the day to do everything that you do?
Multitasking, a lot of multitasking. So I used to work 89 hours per week back in 21, 22, and 2023. And I would literally get up at like 2 a.m, go to Fox 5. I'd be in the shower working my morning forecast. I'd like start prepping numbers at traffic lights because there was one traffic light that would take so long. I'd get to work, I'd make the graphics, I'd be on air. And while I was on air, I'd hide behind the weather desk, a laptop, to be writing my Washington Post article. By about 7 a.m., I was still doing TV. I'd finish the Washington Post article, flip to prepping my radar graphics and stuff, get home, film stuff. I'd be going nonstop. And then in the evenings, I'd run 8 miles. I would tutor. It was a lot. I did that for like
What a slacker. God.
Right?
You're like a superhero.
So Cappucci, yeah, he's big time slacker here for sure. Just give the audience, I think, we've talked about this a little bit before. Just give the audience an idea of your journey, where you started, and then along the way, because you have done, I think, probably more than most in the field of meteorology, and you're just getting started here. Like, where did it all start for you? And then how have you progressed in your career?
And what coffee are you drinking?
Believe it or not, I just became a coffee drinker about 3 weeks ago. And I'm not even drinking caffeinated, just like regular decaf. And the reason I'm doing decaf is because I'm trying to quit alcohol. And my favorite drink is an espresso martini. So I figured if I could have multiple cups of decaf each night rather than multiple espresso martinis, I'd be in a better place. At least that's my goal.
I love that.
Go back.
I'm a
Just go back
decaf
to
coffee
the
drinker right here.
It's not nearly as fun as Espresso Martini Wednesdays, but in any case. No, as for weather, I've loved it since I was knee-high to a squirrel. I remember being like 2-3 years old and just being obsessed with the anemometer, the wind meter spinning on people's roofs, the neighbor's roof across the street. When I was 7, I saved my first communion money to buy a video camera to storm chase, and it's been like that ever since. Went to college, graduated, and was trying to figure out what to do. And, when you're trying to get a TV job back 6-7 years ago, no one's paying good money as it is, never mind having no experience being 21. And the best offer I got was for like 25, 30 grand in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Whoa.
And so
Very
you know what?
That's
right.
normal.
I was going to waste a Harvard diploma on less money than I would make at McDonald's. And, I know a lot of my colleagues have stuck it out and worked to climb the ladder, but just the field of TV meteorology is dying so fast. So I wound up going to the Washington Post instead. And while I was there, I started doing radio. I started working on the side as an educational consultant. I started freelancing for BBC News, DW, Sky News Arabia, all the international outlets. And then after about 2 years, I convinced the local Fox station here in DC to give me a job. Did that for a couple of years, loved it. And now I'm full-time with My Radar and exclusive with them. And it's a strange job at a very strange company. And I love it.
Oh my God, I love this. And you, like Matthew, if I were to give a future meteorologist advice or someone that's about to graduate college, I'd be like, emulate you. Like they should follow what you're doing. Like Matthew, you have created your dream life and everything you're doing. Everyone knows who you are and you're such an inspiration and it's absolutely incredible. And you were just at AMS, right?
Yeah, I was in Boise 2 days ago, and tomorrow night in the middle of the night, I'm flying to Ecuador. Actually, I'm flying to Panama, going to chill in Panama for a day, and then going to Ecuador after. I don't think my boss knows yet. I should probably tell him, but anyway, I'm going to Ecuador.
He's watching.
You know what, Matthew? So I was not able to go to AMS, but I heard about what you spoke about and what you're, explaining and describing. Can you give us a brief summary of your talk? Because I heard everyone was writing notes and they were just like, we need to do what Matthew's doing.
Sure. As it is, I'm getting texts from my boss. Quote, strange job at a strange company. I thought that I said I loved it. It is a weird company. My Radar is a very weird company in the best possible way. They let me design my job from scratch. I love it. But in any case, since I'm getting the text from my boss right now, yes, I genuinely do love My Radar. I love my job. I'm wearing the shirt. Of course.
My Radar.
The shirt.
Yes.
Mike, I love you too. You're great.
We love you, Mike.
We love Mike.
See, everyone
Did he
loves
just
Mike.
text you? Did he just text you? You
Literally
can't design your own salary.
I did design that too.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
No, so in any case, for the AMS conference, yeah, it was an interesting talk I did on essentially where I think the future of broadcast media and meteorology is going. I'm 27 years old. I grew up wanting to be a TV meteorologist. I grew up in Boston watching Harvey Leonard, the longtime chief meteorologist at Channel 5 in Boston. Everyone loves Harvey. He's a New England legend.
Yes.
And he had a 40-something year career in TV there. And if Harvey was talking, nobody else was. You were watching, you were listening. If a snowstorm was coming, everyone in Massachusetts was watching Channel 5. And, I wanted to be that someday. And around the time I went to college, I started realizing that TV was not on the upswing. TV was very much in the downswing. Viewership is just a small fraction of what it was even 5 years ago.
Yeah, agreed.
From the time I graduated to where it is now, by show of hands, does anyone here watch the news?
Nope.
Probably not. No. Maybe 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, and it's just not part of people's habits. I don't watch the news, and I was on the news. The only news I got from a TV standpoint was when I was there. And, one thing I noticed when I was doing local TV, I loved it. I really did. But it was the last way I was reaching people. Social media is number one. The app is also a direct way to reach people. TV is just an antiquated form of communication. And, the Broadcast Meteorology Conference has been all the longtime TV meteorologists in the country all trying to figure out what to do next. And, for the first time, I think TV is not really the next step. We always talk about how we wish during severe weather warnings we could go around and tap everyone on the shoulder. With TV, you can't do that. But with the MyRadar app, we can. We literally draw boxes around a polygon and send a buzz to everyone's phones. And it's so cool being able to put together a hyper-local specific weather forecast and be as nerdy as I want. No one's counting down in my ear. No one's telling me what graphics I can and cannot show, and sending it to people. And people like it. It's relevant. We only bug them, so to speak. We only notify them when something big's happening. It's a different type of broadcast job that I don't think anyone else is really doing. And it's working great for me. So between that and social media, my presentation was basically about how to be a TV or be a broadcast meteorologist in 2025 and hopefully have a long career.
Yeah. And Cappucci, so much of what you said resonates with me because, I graduated Ohio State in 2017 and I was and I had a couple internships at TV stations and I was told the same thing from the meteorologist that I interned with. Hey, this is great, but it's a dying field. And it's just, there's not a lot of opportunity here. And I was also offered a job right out of college, actually $18,000 a year. So, less than McDonald's. It was bad. It was bad.
That is crap.
But the point is, it's so awesome what you're doing because I think you're paving a way for meteorologists like me and others to it's a blueprint, right? What you're doing is a blueprint, giving people hope that, okay, you can still be a meteorologist. You can still be, on camera and in front, because I think on camera is it's a very specialized skill set, right? And being able to, and that's one path, and that path was almost being eliminated, right? But there always is going to be the need for that path. So it's so cool what you're doing because I think it's paving the way and it's showing younger meteorologists that, hey, there still is an opportunity to go that TV-ish route. It won't be on-camera TV. It'll be digital, but you're paving the way and showing them how to do that. So my question to you is, because your job is actually super unique because you get to be on the TV side and then you also get to storm chase and you got some mega hailstones. So my question to you is, how was this chase year and how did you get to be able to chase? Because you were out there for a month plus, right?
Yeah, so this year I did 52 days, and I wish I had done 90. I was originally supposed to stay throughout all of June, and I had intended to stay out, but we had a kind of a weird car situation at MyRadar, and so they asked me to take a rental car rather than use my own. And so the rental car was due back at a certain date, and that meant it was time to come home. But yeah, I'm really fortunate. MyRadar lets me chase, and they encourage chasing because they see the engagement that the stuff from the field gets. Over the course of just, I believe it was April and May, my stuff on Facebook alone, in tandem with the MyRadar app, got 46 million views. And that's not only advertising for the company. It's a very cost-effective means of advertising, but it's a very organic means of advertising. And not even advertising. We're not pushing a product. We're trying to show folks, what we do, what we stand for, and also educate folks. My boss, Andy, is huge on the education side of things. his goal for this position that we essentially crafted for me is to be a teacher, using the app, using social media, using whatever resources we have at our disposal to teach and educate folks, both educate them on the science itself and educate them on how to use the app and how to use radar and what radar signatures to look for. It's a great position. I really love it. And so the fact that my radar invests in the storm chasing every year is huge. And next year when I go out, we will have a contest winner. We had a storm chase contest. There was a very nice lady who won, and she's coming next year because this past season she got married. So next year you'll be able to see what it's like for someone who's never chased storms before to ride along with someone who has chased storms a couple times and see what it's like. It's going to be a blast.
It's not done until somebody cries.
This is true. Very true.
So, Matthew, tell me about this day with the cantaloupe-sized hail. I mean, I'm got to be thinking, are you just like, it's the end of the world as we know it? I mean, what are you thinking? Tell me about that day, all of it.
I should get a prop, shouldn't I?
You should.
Yes. A prop always.
Go.
Yes.
There
we go. Props
this is
on the
exciting.
Stormfront
I think it's going to be,
Freaks
guys.
He has
Just
it in
get
the
ready for a
freezer.
big
Stones.
You're showing us your stones.
Normally I charge for that. No, I'm kidding. But
Hey, you gotta make money. We won't judge.
Boom. No, what would be really cool is if I could juggle, but I can't. I'm a one-trick pony. I don't have many talents. But no, so these are like actual size renditions of the hailstones I got last year.
Wow.
So I got DVD size hail 3 times so far. Once on May 28th of last year, a little bit west of Level in Texas. And it was so cool because we had one supercell come through, drop tennis balls, and I was like, okay, that was a cool show. But then that initial supercell put down cool air that formed a boundary, and helicity or twist along the boundary was gobbled up and vertically stretched into a second storm, which used that to intensify. And that second storm settled on top of the first storm's cool air, making it possible for bigger hail to fall. And we just got mammoth 4 or 5 inch stones. I mean, this thing, here's a comparison.
Some big stones.
Those are huge.
Big cojones.
Here's a Hilton room key for comparison. And so, like, these things are massive. I always have random Hilton room keys because I stay in like 100 Hilton per year. But
people giving them to you? Is that the deal, huh? Here's my room.
I need some sort of hotel sponsorship. That would be great. But yeah, so I got a bunch of hailstones, and it was cool because I had a freezer plugged in advance because I'm me and I'm weird. And Ian G. Manco, who's a brilliant scientist from Penn State, was in the area with the IBHS hail study. And I texted him, and it was funny because after the first hailstorm, I was like, I have tennis balls. Do you want them? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, hey, I just found a baseball. Do you want them? He's like, oh, yeah. And then I texted him. I'm like, hey, I have a freezer full of DVDs. Do you want them? He's like, hell yeah. Like, and sent over his latitude and longitude. And then to drive there, I had to drive back into the hailstorm with my precious babies in the back. You know, all these things are bagged up, and I'm praying they don't melt. Granted, my freezer was at 15 degrees Fahrenheit. And somehow I lost my windshield going through the hailstorm again. Didn't lose it in all these. I lost it in golf balls. I don't get it.
What?
Like, it's just cheap. Oh, I was mad. But then this past year, I got a DVD-sized stone in Guthrie, Texas. It was 4.74 inches across. And the craziest part, that stone was the only DVD-sized stone around. Like, in this storm, everything was softball size or bigger. You know, these are all grapefruits, and this is just a small selection. Yet, with this year's storm, the DVD-sized storm I was in, I ran up and back looking over probably 2-3 acres worth of hailstones, and I found all tennis balls and 2 baseballs, and then 1 5-incher. And I don't understand how you can have just crazy. 1 rogue 5-incher, and everything else is, tennis ball size. And I know that's something that Victor Gancini is looking into. He's the one running Ice Trip. He's absolutely brilliant. And it's one of the huge uncertainties, hail size distribution. Why do big stones fall next to little stones? How can the same updraft produce such a spectrum of stone shapes and sizes? So many things that I'm curious to learn about. This one I like because look how spiky it is on one side and how smooth it is on the other.
Oh, that's wild.
So you can see how it was essentially embedded in laminar flow or smooth flow in the updraft, which just kind of pushed up like this and sent little spikes facing this side, but this side's smooth.
That's cool. That is very cool.
How'd you stick your head out the window and the hair flies back.
I do that all the time, Matthew. Stick my head out the window and my hair is just flowing.
Well, last year during I think it was the April 26th day in Nebraska and Iowa, I was on the Minden-Harlan tornado, and I was super close, a couple hundred feet away. And I took a selfie-style video of the tornado whipping past me, being like, tornado emergency, seek shelter, blah, blah, blah. And I watched the video back. I'm like, oh, no, my hairline's receding. And so that tornado is what prompted me to literally get on hair pills. So...
Wait, hold on. What pills are you on? What pills are you on? Because I need them. Okay, I'm losing the battle here.
Hims, like the minoxidil pills, it is a game changer. Like if you saw a picture of me from a year ago, I storm chased with the helmet on all last year. Like no one saw my hair versus this year. Like it's
no, your hair looks.
Yeah, I was gonna say your troops look really very well. Mine are depleted. Your troops look fine. So you're saying this thing works?
It works amazingly, and it's cheapish too. It's like $1 per day, which keep my hair. And so you can upgrade for gummy vitamins, and they taste like fruit snacks. So sometimes I take extra.
Oh, nice!
Wow,
I like that.
Snack bag.
I like that.
You look amazing.
Which Hims were you taking?
All right,
So,
Cappucci,
Matthew,
I gotta know. Or no, sorry, go ahead, Jen.
Oh, well, I was just, if this is related to hail, Brady, you go, because I have to ask a question about like this season in particular and then like the last couple. So.
Do you like getting hit by hail, Cappucci? Like, because I know you wear the helmet. Like, are you trying to just get slammed by the biggest hail?
My vehicle or my person?
Yourself.
Earlier this year, what day was I chasing? It might have been after the Guthrie storm. It was May 1st of this year. I had woken up and I wasn't expecting a chase that day because SPC had, didn't even have a 2%. This was a day that Colleen got several tornadoes. And I was showering and like I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like my back is all bruised up. What happened? I would have noticed if something happened. And I thought back and the gears are slowly turning. I'm like, oh, I was running outside in tennis balls. But in all fairness, I was running outside in the tennis balls trying to rescue a DVD.
I understand.
Did you ever get hit so bad you got black and blue?
Oh no. I mean, I have the helmets and I never want to be.
But it hits your back and your shoulders and stuff.
Yeah. Usually tennis balls is like the point at which I don't run outside anymore. But because a tennis ball is irritating. If it hits your head, then it's bad. But tennis ball is just like irritating. A baseball is like, all right, you're injured. And a softball or bigger is like, maybe that would knock some sense into me.
I totally get that. Okay, so Matthew, I have to ask you a question because this has been a buzz among the storm chasers, especially how unique this June has been. It's the last day of the month. And then comparing it to like the last couple of years and how just the tornadoes have been so fierce and so strong. Have you noticed a trend or like, do you have any kind of things that you've observed that are just like the past couple of years have been insane?
So I had to come home on June 7th and due to factors beyond my control. And I will say that it is eating away at me to not be out there. And, all my chase friends are texting me like, why aren't you on this storm? Like, why aren't you here? I would do anything to be out there right now. We all know where I want to be anytime there's active weather. But yeah, it's interesting. Like the past few years, every one of the TOTYs, the tornado of the years, has been a mesoscale magic day. Like none have really stemmed from these big high-end events other than maybe Lake City this year, which occurred in the high risk back in, I think, May or April 2nd. Everything else has been a very sneaky one. And I think so often in meteorology, not so much storm chasing, but in meteorology, we discount these mesoscale setups. You don't need a crazy ultra jet stream ejection and mega trough and 5,000 cape and all this stuff to get a crazy tornado. All you need is a thunderstorm that has a strong updraft, a big source of upward suction to latch onto a boundary and gobble up spin along that boundary. And when you do, you get not only an epic tornado, but it tends to be a little narrower and more drill bit like, but also it tends to be much more highly visible because of slightly higher cloud bases, less precipitation obscuring the updraft. Like I don't want to chase Dixie anymore. I don't need a mile wide wedge in the middle of a forest that I can't get to. Give me a surprise Nebraska or a surprise, Minnesota 2% day where you have a right turning supercell that happens to latch onto a leftover boundary and magic will happen. And I've even gotten that in Maryland. I chased a boundary on July 5th, 2022. It was my first day out of COVID isolation. And I had timed it, like literally my isolation ended at 3 p.m. I'm very by the books. So anytime, like, back then also for visibility, I had to be very careful. But my isolation ended at 3 p.m. that day. And by 5 p.m., I was on the evening news with a tornado in the background. So.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. He goes out. It's right there. It's like the movie.
Listen, we would take that, Cappucci, because we've been on 4 storm chase trips and we've seen a half a tornado. So I got one more question before we go to break. And it's this right here. It's the Waffle House. You have become literally, guys, I don't know if you've seen this. He created, it's like, he's at the airport, so it looks like a real ID. TSA might want a real ID, but I have the realest ID from Cappucci. Guys, this tweet had almost 70,000 likes. It had 2.2 million people saw this. TSA subtweeted this. They had like a bunch of news organizations were tweeting about it. How did you build this Waffle House TSA ID? And does it get you on a plane?
They sent it to me. Like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Waffle House sent me a box of all sorts of goodies. And so we might actually do some collabs during hurricane season because I know them. That's cool. They know me. I forecast weather. They deal with hurricanes. We might do some collabs. But it was crazy. Like I went to bed, didn't think much of it. And I wake up and I'm like, why do I have so many notifications? And then I look and TSA has retweeted. Because remember, when this happened, I was on Mountain Time. I was already in Boise for the AMS conference.
Wow.
And I had like a cajillion notifications. And the best part is like People Magazine picked it up. Fox National picked it up. The Sun over in Europe picked it up. It's made it all around the world. And come to find out, one of my friends texted me that today there are memes going around. Where is it?
This is amazing. This is
crazy.
So amazing.
Apparently this is going around today.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
And I love it because it's like good, pure, wholesome internet fun. And
Dude, you collaborate on the Waffle House Index, when they close?
Ooh.
Like,
So honestly, I don't know if they have an official meteorologist. I know they rely on official sources, but it's not even a secret. I'm angling to become their meteorologist. I just want to be on the payroll.
You're making all the right moves.
I don't care. I just want to be able to put in my resume, I'm officially a Waffle House meteorologist, like the only one. And that's
what's your go-to dish?
Believe it or not, a grilled cheese and bacon sandwich and a double hash brown. The waffles are great, but my go-to is a grilled cheese. And interestingly, I once gave a eulogy about a grilled cheese sandwich.
Wow.
Okay, on that note, everybody, that's the teaser. That's the teaser for the comeback. But before we go to break, we just want to share some new content that we've got available to you. It's on our YouTube channel. It's titled Stormfront Freaks Education, and it's from our meteorologist, WX Serena. Here's a little taste.
Meteorologist Serena Arnold. And did you know that clouds are lighter than air? This should be shocking to you. You should be like, what? How is that possible? Because my weather weenies know that clouds are not water vapor. They're not the gas form necessarily. They have water drops in them. The reason you can see clouds is because they are tiny water drops. How is it that liquid water can weigh more than air? Let's talk about it. Let's remember that our air has weight to it. I know it doesn't feel like it. It's around us all the time. But the air is actually pushing on us with about 15 pounds per square inch on your entire body at all times. During high pressure, that can be like 16 pounds. During low pressure, it's like 14. Either way, the air has a weight, and it's actually heavy. A kilometer squared, or a cube that's a kilometer wide, tall, deep, and all that kind of stuff. If you were to weigh the air in that, it weighs about 2.2 billion pounds. If we take that same volume of a cumulus cloud, say it's 1 kilometer squared and it's got water vapor, it has air molecules in it, and we're going to assume about 0.5 gram per meter cubed of water drops. No raindrops, no ice particles, just that typical flat bottom little puffy cumulus you see floating through the sky. That cloud of the same size is going to weigh about 1.4 billion pounds. That means your typical fair weather cumulus cloud weighs about 800 million pounds less than air of equal volume. Now you may be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this totally explains why clouds float around in the sky. Close. You see, moist air is a lot less dense than dry air. And so as you have warm, humid air go up and condense at higher elevation because it cools up there and it condenses, its density is less than the air around it. And this is why it can float in the sky. And you'll know this density difference because if you've ever been on an airplane that's flying through clear blue sky, and then all of a sudden, say like as you're taking off or on final, you fly through a cloud, the plane will be like this through the clear. And as soon as you hit the cloud, the plane is going to drop just a tiny bit because of the reduction of the density of the air. So there you have it. Go like dazzle your friends at trivia or something like that with this fact, or make some interesting bets with them and then send them here for the proof and collect on that. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can find me at WX Serena on all social media and on the Stormfront Freaks Network.
Awesome. So, hey, if you're not watching us live on YouTube right now, come on over to youtube.com/StormfrontFreaks. Go ahead and join us in the chat for the best viewing experience. And Brady, for those of you watching on YouTube, do us a favor. What do we need?
And smash that like button and smash that subscribe button as hard as you can. If you break your mouse, we'll send you a new one.
Brady will. Yep, Brady says that every time. He will. I'm not, but Brady will do it. So tell you what, Tay, we're gonna be. We got some videos here for you, some forecasts coming up. We'll be right back with more from Matthew. So stay tuned. And we need not that one.
Hi,
Brady. I am about to play. I can't.
Robot.
Here we go.
In a world where tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards run rampant, destroying everything in their path, one man and one team of freaks stands in their way, covering it all on one show.
We have a confirmed tornado
From afar and from up close. That man is Stormcat 5. That team is the Stormfront Freaks. And that show, this show, is Outbreak.
All right, guys, welcome to your Outbreak forecast. Oh my God, the chat's over top of me. We're moving over here. All right, guys, this is what we've got cooking for the next couple of days. There goes the chat. I'm going back to the right corner. Let me show you the visible satellite because I'm going to set things up for you, and then I'm going to show you what's going to happen. It has been an absolutely insane June. We've seen tornado after tornado, and I've missed them all. But here's what we got going on right now. We've got some storms down in Oklahoma City and down in Texas. We've got generally unsettled weather across the eastern half of the United States, and that's under a breaking down. It's kind of a degrading area of high pressure that's here. But for those that have been in the United States, especially on the East Coast or our Florida brethren, our Midwest brethren, you guys have been getting storm after storm. But check it out. We have got a cold front, a weak cold front, but it's sweeping through the Midwest, and that is going to help calm things down in a big way the next couple of days. Let's take a look at the severe weather risk that we have for today. Today, not really that much. Check it out. We've got a marginal risk. These storms are going to die pretty quick. Tomorrow, we've got a slight risk centered in the, hey, Cappucci, this is your territory here. The Mid-Atlantics. Yes. Centered in D.C., my brethren. So Cappucci's going to be all over that tomorrow, but we could have severe storms that go from the northeast all the way down into Mississippi along that cold front that's going to be moving through. Also a couple areas out here on the plains and back into Idaho as well. So our Idaho brethren heads up there. Day 3, once again, a marginal risk. So guys, things are getting awfully quiet here with the severe weather, at least for the next couple of days. But let me show you why. Here's where we're going to go. We're going to go over here. This is the upper levels. We've got the winds in the upper levels. Notice we've got a trough moving through the country. This is going to bring that cold front along with it. As that cold front slides off to the east, notice how we've got an area of high pressure that's starting to form out west, and we really don't have a lot of severe weather troughs coming through. All of that energy is going to stay north in Canada. So that's why we're going to calm down in a major way. Now, we could be talking about a cool down. That's right. I said it, a little bit of a cool down. If you watch my forecast video, you know why. But we also will have dew points that will be significantly lower the next several days. Let me show you why. Let me show you these dew points because it is feeling downright moist out there. And let me show you what these dew points are going to do. Oh no, my iPad is crapping out. Give me 1 second here. And we're back. Okay, let's go to this one. These are the dew points. Here, it feels downright sticky right now. I'm sweating in the Cat 5 command center, but check it out. Look at that cold front sweeping through. It's going to sweep through and push out all of that moisture off into the Atlantic, and that is going to allow a couple of days of some nice weather. You can see Detroit, dew points in the 70s today, going to be in the 50s tomorrow, 60s in Chicago, but we got more moisture surging. So that relief will come just for a little bit of time, and then we'll have more moist weather on the way. Let me show you what we have more to talk about too, because we've also got hurricanes, guys. That's right. We don't have any active hurricanes just yet. We do have this 20%. Getting rid of the pen because now we're going to the computer here. We've got this 20% risk down in Florida. As that cold front slides down into Florida, it's going to stall. You could have a little bit of a spin up off the Gulf Coast of Florida, somewhere in there. I think this is probably going to be a rainmaker, but we're going to have to keep our eyes really closely on this. I'm going to be all over this on my forecast videos. Only a 20% chance, but check it out, guys. In the Pacific, we've got Flossie. I don't even know how to pronounce that right. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is a tropical storm. It's going to move off the west coast of Mexico. They did have a hurricane slam it. I think this is going to be a fish storm, and it could, although the outer remnants could impact the Baja Peninsula here along the west coast until it eventually dies in here, the southwest. So that's what we're looking at right now. We're watching this area in the tropics closely. Thanks for joining me. Back to you, Phil.
Weatherfront! It'll have you blow by the competition! It's got radar, observations, models, all in one epic app. Blow by the competition! Woo!
Weatherfront, the official weather app of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Delicious things to eat. The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh. All right. So, hey, welcome back, everybody, to Stormfront Freaks. And our guest, meteorologist and storm chaser, Matthew Cappucci. So, Matthew, I'm going to bring up, we had a super chat here from
Mezzo Matt.
He says, I'm a meteorology student. I've got about 2.5 years of school left till I finish my bachelor's, and also streams weather content full-time. He's currently halted his schooling because he's doing so well with his streams.
Wow.
Do you have any idea how he can combat both? Thanks, Mezzo Matt.
So I assume by combat both, you mean keeping doing school while also managing the streams. I mean, number one, if you have momentum on the streams and if you have momentum on the internet, don't give that up. Keep at it, because it takes a lot to build that momentum online. I mean, I don't do much streaming, admittedly. My radar does, but I as a person don't. And, you know, I think about Max, I think about Ryan. They had momentum and they just ran with it. And so, you know, for him, I would say, if you have that momentum now, keep at it no matter what, even if you do have to take a break from schooling. Now, that said, the longer you stay away from something, the easier it is to not come back. And that's definitely the case with school or work. It's why, you know, anytime someone takes a vacation from work, the longer the vacation is, the tougher it is to go back. So I would say you do not want to fully put school on the back burner, because there are so many weather streamers who are going to arise over the next few years, and many of them won't be meteorologists. What you can do to set yourself apart is have those credentials. It's like storm chasing. There are a lot of storm chasers out there who, you know, are phenomenal chasers, know what they're doing, but don't necessarily have that piece of paper. I think one of the things that sets me apart, that, or at least I hope sets me apart, is having the credentials and also being able to chase and really giving myself that versatility. So if you can manage both simultaneously, even if it's a grind for a couple of years, the grind will absolutely be worth it to distinguish yourself further as having that extra additional background.
And the longer you avoid differential equations, I'm just saying.
I love math. I love math. Like,
No, but math. I like math when math was math, but
Yes.
defects, they're like, hey, you have a 58-dimensional birthday cake projected onto a subset of R12, in 12 dimensions. How many slices does each person get? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care.
I'm just gonna eye it.
It's crazy.
And then the answer is always 0 or 1. Like either the matrices are
Yeah.
perpendicular or
you guys have such a see. I love that stuff, Matthew. I'm 5 classes away from a math major, so getting having I know.
I loved it when I could do it for the joy and the pure elegance of math. Like calculus, I found elegant and beautiful.
Yes.
But eigenvectors and eigenvalues and whatever, when you have a problem set
Agree.
due at 8 a.m. and you're up until 3:30 in the morning and you're also trying to do coding for a coding class and you're taking 3 classes at one school and 3 at the other. College was hell for me. I hated college. And I had some good experiences, but I
Wait,
shouldn't
you
say
went to
college.
Harvard.
Yeah.
It was tough. And then
Which
I
is even
cross-rolled it.
tougher.
Yeah.
Right. And then I cross-rolled at MIT too. So I take sometimes 6-7 classes per semester.
Oh my God.
I made some good friends
Oh.
in college who I adore.
Well, you jumped
and
in.
I traveled a lot. But
Well, you jumped in, Matt. I feel like you jumped into the deep end, just to start, and then you wonder why you don't want to swim. That was a lot.
Oh, it was crazy. And I used to think I was smart. I was a valedictorian back in high school and, it was the #1 school in Mass. And then suddenly I went to Harvard and I'm like, wow, I am treading water. And not only that, I can be smart in a classroom when I need to be, but these people wanted to be smart all the time. The other students, they want to be smart at the lunch table. They want to be smart at the party.
It's a problem.
Turn it off. You don't have to be smart 24 hours a day. I don't want to talk about Mesopotamia at lunchtime. I want to talk about dumb stuff. I don't know.
Sports.
You want to talk about, some video game or something stupid.
Clouds.
So, Matthew, I have a question. I kind of want to spin this a little bit because the last question came from someone who is in school and is kind of balancing the streaming world and wanting to still get their education. So I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, Matthew, that at the AMS, I heard a lot about the AMS conference. You made an impression to everyone, Matthew, and veteran meteorologists, on camera TV, local meteorologists. There was a number that was thrown out that you made $17,000 within a month and a half on social media. And there's a lot of veteran meteorologists that working in local TV that want to get out of local TV. What are your best top 3 suggestions for any meteorologist that wants to make money on social media?
So believe it or not, it's actually not even the footage that goes the most viral. And, My Radar owns the footage. Interestingly, what I found does really well are simple maps. My big thing is that, sometimes it'll be 9-10 o'clock at night. I'll sit down and I'll just make a map and it'll be a weather bell map and I'll annotate it and I'll post it with, 3-4 paragraphs. And half the time it goes viral. And I think there's this weird niche that I'm trying to carve out because everyone on TV pushes the same basic television weather graphics. They're either panel graphics that show you what to wear, or it's a simulated radar map. Or you have these crazy, ultra complex things that no one can digest, that the meteorologists take as raw data. But there's this middle ground, I think, where you can make these technical weather maps, but if you explain them in a soft serve way, they take off. And so that's, all of my top posts have been these technical weather maps that tend to do really well. And I only really started experimenting with it this tornado season, and I'm hoping to really do more of it during hurricane season. But I'm finding that for the folks who are in local TV right now, the best thing you can do is leverage your audience, because your audience will come with you. I was on local TV a couple years ago, and I miss it, but I'm not there anymore. And 20 years ago, if you left local TV, you'd ride off into the sunset and no one would ever hear from you again. Nowadays, I bet half the people watching this didn't know that I either did local TV or that I don't do local TV and once did, because my audience has come with me. And that audience is a source of monetization. Yeah. And I love, and I'm not saying take money from your followers. I'm saying take money from Zuckerberg and whoever owns, well, Elon Musk owns Twitter, but take money from the social media giants, because the more that you produce engaging, interesting, compelling stuff, the more people are going to come back for more. And it's amazing too. Like my audience in the past, year has gone from, I think, 12,000 Facebook followers to 87,000. And I gained like 50,000 within a month and a half. So I'm really trying to leverage Facebook more.
Yeah, it's really smart what you're doing, because you are so right. There's a huge gap that sits between the Storm Prediction Center, discussion, and then, hey, what am I going to wear today, right? And there's a ton of people in that spectrum that they can't read the Storm Prediction Center discussion and digest it, but they also want more information than what they're going to wear that day. And there's that area, that's the sweet spot of weather. And especially in a more AI-driven world, I think that is where we will sit as meteorologists, as the communicators. So that, my friend, is the secret sauce, I think. So I have another question, and I think this is the last question, then we're going to bring the VIPs in. But you have also started on Twitter and other like Facebook and other places. Almost, you're not at war, but you're doing a really good job of looking, because the conspiracy theorists are just out of control. They're taking pictures, looking at the sun. Oh my God, the sun is white. It's supposed to be yellow. But you are doing such a great job of combating that and trying to help people understand. Okay, here's what's actually going on with the weather. This is not. This isn't crazy. This is a conspiracy. The weather, the government's not controlling the weather. How did you start doing that? And is your plan to just keep trying to pull people to the light?
Oh, it's such a tough balance, because when you do TV, for example, you can't call out or really dissent from anyone. Like, you can't retweet someone and be like, wrong. You just can't do that. I'm really fortunate that because my radar's key platform is education, they give me a lot of flexibility with how I handle myself on social media. But it's such a fine line. And I don't know if I'm doing it right. People seem to respond well to it. But I think there does need to be more calling out of bad information. As meteorologists, we can put out good information, but if the bad information is what's going viral, that's going to dominate everyone's feeds. And if you hear something enough, if you repeat something enough, it becomes true, regardless of whether or not it factually is. It's like with the drone thing. The drone thing back in December was a mass hysteria event. And these mass hysteria events will become all the more common in the future, because people are losing the ability to differentiate between fact and fantasy, and are losing the ability to differentiate between science and pseudoscience. People are making up utter BS that sounds good. Like even yesterday, someone's talking about these frequencies emitted from the radar doing X, Y, Z, and boggling. Like, it's nuts. And there are big engagement accounts out there that are making tons of money by preying on people's gullibility. And so I never want to shame, Joe Schmo, the average person who doesn't know any better and wants to learn. I will never, ever shame anyone who asks a question and wants to learn. My whole platform's education. There's a lot of stuff that I've learned from my peers, and no one's ever shamed me for not knowing something. And so I want to make sure that I'm always accessible and open to answering questions. But conversely, if somebody is actively trying to subvert either my audience base or the audience base on Twitter or Facebook or wherever, and trying to make society less smart, that's when I'll have a little fun, and I'll not only debunk a myth, but also do so with some humor.
All right. Well, hey, we got another super chat from Storm Chaser Jared Riley. So thank you, Jared. He says, Cappucci would absolutely, purely love to have you at the PA Meet the Chaser event on July 12th. Kind of putting you in the hot seat there a little bit. But he said, we'd love to pick that Harvard brain and also get a book signed. Love seeing your stuff.
We'll be there.
Wait, I think I have a Delta flight on July 12th.
Oh, switch it. Cappucci, you got any dirt on Jordan, by the way?
Oh no!
Which?
All right, so that's not a question. Jordan. We're moving on. Sorry, Grady.
We were getting somewhere.
But anyway, Jared, thanks for that. Matthew, I know you're checking your calendar. But let's get to our VIPs. They always got some great questions to ask as well. Dan Wallace, Agent Dan, I'm going to start with you. You got a question for Matthew?
Yes. Quick question. Where do you see AI and computer learning fitting in to weather in the future?
Great question.
Yeah, good.
The models are going to get better than people. I mean, the models are already better than people. I guarantee you NATOcast can perform close to, if not as good as, many National Weather Service meteorologists 9 times out of 10. And in fact, there are many times I've seen NATOcast outperform SPC. Granted, SPC still has a slight competitive edge, but the fact that we have models that are basically as good as humans, and on the average better, is concerning. Now, that doesn't mean there's not a value in being a meteorologist and being a forecaster, but it means the value shifts from being just the raw forecaster to now someone who adds context. So it's not going to be, I'm going to sit there and try to guess where the tornadoes will happen. I bet in 5-10 years, we have AI that can pinpoint to the county level. I mean, Warn on Forecast is going to have enormous advancements in the years ahead. And we'll know a couple hours in advance which county has the best chance of a tornado. So it's going to make storm chasing and meteorology so much easier. But then our value add as meteorologists becomes more contextualizing, explaining what will happen, why will it happen, rather than just here's what's going to happen and what time, which the models can do.
Awesome. All right, Angela, you're up next. Angela, what do you got?
Okay, obviously you've been doing this a long time and you're really good at it. But when you get like the bus day blues or you're out of position for like a really good target, how do you refocus that energy?
I really struggle with that. Like the past 3 weeks, when I tell you they've been eating me alive, like I'm not sleeping at night because I feel like I'm a lousy chaser, a lousy meteorologist for missing the tornadoes, even though not being there is a factor beyond my control. If I bust a forecast, I mean, heck, there have been times if I'm wrong about a forecast, let me find the picture. It'll take me a sec to find, but it's worth it. If I'm wrong about a forecast.
It makes you feel better. Oh, sorry, go.
Okay, good.
I was going to say, if it makes you feel better, I had a plane ticket booked that morning of the Wellfleet that I was going to be out there. So it happens.
To North Platte?
Yep.
Oh.
I was going to be with Connor that day.
Oh, that's painful. That is painful. But like if I'm wrong about something, rather than sulking about it, I try to, as often as possible, make it a learning experience, both for myself and for other people. Like when I did TV, I would confidently stand in front of the green screen and say, here's what I was wrong about. Here's why I was wrong. Here's what I'll do differently next forecast. And I'm not wrong often, but we're all wrong sometimes. So might as well come clean. One thing that drives me nuts, and you see this a lot with TV meteorologists, and believe me, I've been a TV meteorologist, I know. The show goes on, the next day happens, and no one talks about a busted forecast.
Oh,
ever.
no, never. It's like that 3-degree guarantee. You guys are.
Yes.
Like, come on. You're not going to go the next day and say, I was 4 degrees.
All right, Garrett. Garrett, you got a question.
Yeah, I think you kind of answered the majority of it during Dan's question, actually. But earlier today, I was seeing, reports that NOAA had released their budget, cuts, possibly upcoming, and, the NSSL going to be affected, maybe eliminated. How do you see like My Radar and these other apps, kind of, apart from AI, kind of staying consistent with information and modeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very challenging factor for everybody. Anytime you're cutting not only personnel, but more importantly, cutting observing systems, that's a huge red flag. NSSL in particular is an enormous source of not only like live weather coverage, but research. And so I'm more worried about not necessarily the day-to-day, but the rate at which our field can make advancements. If you're cutting all this research, then progress is slowed, and progress is what drives our ability to improve both as forecasters and as a field in general. So that's what really worries me. Now, you asked about apps, including My Radar and other apps. From our end, what I can say is that My Radar has been aggressively investing in both modeling and also satellite development. I mean, we are in the process of raising money to launch satellites, and I honestly don't know a ton about what's going on the satellite side, but what I can say is what My Radar is working to do is something I consider to be pretty impressive. And I know there are other companies out there trying to make more strides in the private sector that can benefit the public sector. So my guess is in the future, you'll see more in the way of public-private partnerships that make up for some of the slack that the government is sort of finding itself in, given all these cuts. Now, I do think, and this will be very... Ooh, that's cool.
Okay, you better finish that because that's the sound of our lightning round.
That was out my window, Phil, actually.
Finish your thought.
Oh, yeah, so very briefly, what I will say, and this will be very unpopular. The National Weather Service is a large organization that could afford to be made more efficient. They absolutely need to be more efficient. mean, the fact that you have 122 offices around the country that some are facing active weather, but most on day-to-day aren't, shows that resources could be allocated more efficiently and better. Now, granted, you'll never replace local forecast knowledge. So I think what needs to happen with the Weather Service is a strategic move to make it more efficient, a strategic potential shift of personnel, or a strategic investment in a little bit more AI. You'll always have subject matter specialists, but I think the organization right now could be made more efficient. Granted, I don't like the absolute gutting of it that's happening right now, and just the waving of the sword. It's not the way to do anything. There needs to be some forethought, and the government's just not doing that.
All right. Well, hey, so that was the sound. It's time for our lightning round, Matthew. So this is our game show of flashy and brilliant questions that we always get to play with our guest. And tonight we're going to play a little game. We've played it on the show a few times before, but it's called Weird Things That Humans Search For.
This is one of my favorites.
All right. So weird things that humans search for. This is the game, and basically what it is Matthew, I am going to give you the beginnings of a search. So people are typing this stuff in, they might be searching for something, they got a phrase, but then it leaves part of it blank, and what you have to tell me is I've got a list of the 10 most common completions to that search. And
Okay.
Your point is to try and come up with many of those 10 as you possibly can. Now the freaks can help you out. Those of you in the chat, feel free. You can help out with this stuff as well. But that's how got it. Does that make sense? You with us, Matthew? Yes. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
So the first one, weird things humans search for. Is it possible for humans to get ... Is it so there's 10 most common responses to that, or entries to that. What do you think they are?
Chemtrails.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. That wasn't a real guess. That was my mulligan. Is it possible for humans to get
a tail?
No. Oh, no. We can't go there.
Wait.
Gina.
What do you think, Matthew?
Cloned?
What are people wanting to know? They're getting online. Those smart people you were just talking about, they're jumping online, wanting to know, can humans get
I like what
cloned?
Blondie said. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Cloned isn't on there?
Nope.
That's a good one. I cannot believe it's on there.
I should rephrase. It's probably not the smart people that are typing this stuff in. I was kind of being sarcastic when I was calling some of those earlier people smart people.
Oh.
I'm going to venture to say none of these people will be returning champions on Jeopardy.
No.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we're not calling you back after this one, Matthew. No, I'm kidding.
I
All
get
right,
that a lot.
you got one more guess. One more guess.
Oh gosh, can human beings
Top 10. There's 10 of them. Is it possible
I
for
haven't even
humans
gotten
to
one.
get?
Gosh, I would fail on the Steve Harvey show, Family Feud.
Yeah.
Can
humans to
humans
get- Think of a disease or some kind of weird thing.
You have lifelines too.
All right,
He's got lifelines.
So
Phil,
what,
you gotta
what,
give him
what
a
do we got?
lifeline.
What do we got, folks? What do you think? Give me something.
An advancing hairline.
Okay, so here we go. Here are
don't.
the answers. We just got to warm you up a little bit. Here's the answers. Is it possible for humans to get worms, fleas,
Ew.
superpowers?
Oh.
Is it possible for humans
Googled
to
that
get
one.
stuck during intercourse?
Oh no.
Is it
Who's
possible?
Googling that?
Is it possible for humans to get pregnant from animals?
Oh,
Is it possible for humans to get ear mites, wings, ill from pets? Is it possible humans to get animals pregnant?
No.
Or rabies? There you go.
Bro, who are these people?
All right, next one. Moving on. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling
I
good.
have so many questions.
Here we go.
Oh,
I'm
don't-
sure you do,
don't ask
Matthew.
them.
These people should never be allowed to own
Here's
pets.
the next search.
Or the internet.
Top 10 completions to this search. My butt ... They're jumping on Google. They're typing in my butt something. What?
Oh no.
What are they looking up? My butt.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, he needs help, folks. Come,
Hurts. My butt hurts.
My butt hurts.
My butt
hurt. My butt hurts. Yep.
Wow.
My butt
I've
wiggles,
Googled that.
my butt
I've Googled
jiggles.
that before.
My butt jiggles. I'm gonna give you.
Jiggles,
My butt is
wiggles.
twitching.
Oh.
Okay. So
I
what
know
else?
that whatever I say is going to appear as a clip on Twitter or YouTube, so I'm being very careful.
My butt's
Hey,
hot.
I got these at Walmart, buddy. So I'm just telling you, this is
You never know what you're going to find at Walmart. Although y'all
wholesome
ever shop
family
at
fun. Wholesome family fun. All right,
My
anybody
butt
else?
is big.
My butt. No, they're not concerned about that. They're not.
Are you looking
at
at
my butt is
the chat?
small?
The one I put is gross.
What is that, Dina?
Leaking.
Leaking?
Oh,
that's in there.
Yep.
My butt is leaking. My butt leaks.
My butt
Now,
stinks.
that was from that additive, right? From
My butt
My
stinks.
butt stinks. That's in there.
Oh,
Here's the other ones. My butt is bleeding.
Ew.
My
Oh.
butt is on fire. My butt bone hurts. My butt sweats. My butt itches, and my butt is flat. All right, we're having a good time, everybody. We got one more.
Phil, are those all question marks at the end of
Matthew's
that?
never
Like, are
coming
those
back.
questions?
I don't know. All right, so the last one here at Google, they're searching up, is it uncool to ... Is it uncool, Matthew, to ...
Chat, help us out too. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Yeah, chat needs to help us out on this one.
I
Is
mean,
it
clearly
uncool
I'm the
to-
expert on cool.
You are.
Clearly.
Well, let me think.
So what have you been searching to make sure you're not uncool?
Oh,
Is it uncool to
Hail freezers.
Double dip.
What was that, Matthew?
Hail freezers. That's what I
Hail
searched to make
that-
sure I'm not uncool.
eat my
Oh.
boogers?
That
Hamburgers?
one.
Ew.
Sorry, I don't even
We don't
have
know.
anything
We don't know.
close, to
Jeff
that.
Baker. I love Jeff Baker's. Eat my boogers.
Look in the
eat
chat,
your
Matt. Look in the
boogers.
chat.
That's not
Is it
on there.
cool to eat at Waffle House?
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, because everyone knows it's cool to eat at Waffle House.
JJ Rogers says, wear a Speedo.
Let's see.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one.
No.
Is it cool to like cats?
No.
Oh,
No, all right, so here we go.
Man.
All right,
We
let's
got
hear
We
it.
got to kill. We got to kill this game.
I am
here.
not a
We got to take it out of its
no, we
misery.
got to get more guesses. The chat's
Is
helping
it
out here.
uncool to wear
Fart in public.
pantyhose? Is it
Oh,
uncool
interesting.
to not drink? Is it uncool to not have Facebook? Is it
Oh.
uncool to be a virgin? Is it uncool to be white? Is it uncool to have a Hotmail account? Is it uncool to wear glasses? Go shopping
no.
with your mom? Read
Oh, no.
or Brady wear sunglasses at night?
That's a problem. That's a big problem.
All right, so
That's
Matthew
interesting.
and Freaks, yeah, might have to
We
give
got
you
some.
like a
We got some.
C-
Hey,
on
we
that
got
one.
some.
Yeah.
Got like
It's not the It's not the worst lightning round we've ever had. Okay.
But
It's
it's oh my god,
No, by
no,
far.
no. But hey, it was fun. Matthew, do me a favor, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can follow
Stick
you
to
on
your
social
pictures.
media and everything.
On Mondays, they can find me at Crystal City Sports Pub for 2-for-1 burger night. Tuesdays at Chevy's.
Oh.
Tuesday, and on Wednesdays, it's Espresso Martini Wednesday, so I'm usually at Brass Rabbit in Arlington.
Oh.
I like it.
You live in Texas?
Oh, you mean social
Rabbit.
media.
No.
Matthew,
yeah,
that was very
whatever.
clever.
Hey, whatever.
Social
210,
media.
220, whatever it takes.
Cappuccino without the no.
Repeat that
Wait,
one
say
more
it
time.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is at Matthew Cappucci. Cappucci spelled like cappuccino, but without the no.
I love it.
Without the no. All right. So again, if you're not watching us live on YouTube, come on over to youtube.com/Stormfront Freaks. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we've got Weather Fools, and I think Weather Trollbot 5000 is warmed up and ready to go. So be right back.
The Stormfront Freaks is now available on the Weather Store. Come shop our catalog of shirts, hats, and hoodies, all with our Stormfront Freaks logo and Outbreak logo. Plus, you'll find all your other favorite weather geek and storm chasing gear, footwear, and accessories. Visit the Weather Store at thewxstore.com, the exclusive supplier of the Stormfront Freaks.
Mesoscaleforecast.com brings us StormNet, a state-of-the-art deep learning model designed to revolutionize severe weather forecasting. The innovative tool is tailored to provide unparalleled real-time predictions of severe weather events, including probability of wind, hail, and tornadoes. And now they've added Hurricane Vision, a cutting-edge hurricane track and intensity prediction system that uses deep artificial intelligence to predict the track and future intensity of tropical cyclones. You've seen us use it on our Stormfront Freaks live outbreak coverage with meteorologist Stormcat 5. Now you can use it as well. Visit mesoscaleforecast.com and access live data subscriptions. Plus, when you enter the code Stormfront, you'll receive a 10% discount for life. Yes, for life. Go to mesoscaleforecast.com.
Hey, it's Ginger Z from ABC News, and you are listening to the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
Let's take a drive under the moon. Let's take a drive under the somber sky. Let's take a drive under the moon.
All right, it is time for Weather Blues. The time where we showcase people that are doing things that they probably shouldn't be doing. Sometimes it's you and me, and sometimes it's someone you don't know, and it's people around the world, and you're just like, what on earth were they thinking? Right, Brady? And so we are bringing to you some of the top videos. I broke my voice.
I'm sorry.
that we've seen in the past 1 to 2 weeks. All right, who is first?
Looks like Dina. Let's pull Dina up.
Since you guys are still laughing, I missed the joke. I don't know. But this guy, not only did he get hit by lightning, but he got hit by lightning twice. So, I mean.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so it starts off, these two are in the water fishing. You see the lightning hit the water, and they're up to their knees. And it hits the water. It comes down. He drops the fishing pole because he felt it. And you can see him shake his hands. But he's like, no, I'm not getting out. Dude, I'm good. And the other guy with him, he's got like a fishing net. They're all like, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to stay out here. You can see the wind blowing and everything. And they're just kind of like, yeah, maybe that was just a fluke. That really didn't happen. So I'm going to keep fishing.
This is the craziest video I think I've ever
seen. Boom! There it goes again. He dropped the whole thing in the water. You could see it.
What
it's
a
like
dumbass.
then he's shaking his hand.
Oh,
and I'm like, so a man gets hit by lightning twice. So you can't make that one up. That was good. I really like that one.
That may be one of the top weather fools we've ever had on Stormfront Freaks. I just have to say it.
So yeah, not only do you get hit, but you're like, it wasn't so bad. I'll hang out here and keep going.
Yeah, missed me the first time.
Lightning never strikes twice in the same spot, right?
Oh. That was impressive, Dina.
He wondered why his butt's leaking now.
Jen, I can go next.
Okay, go, Brady, go.
All right. So what I'm going to share right here, this was from the derecho and the tornadoes that rolled through the Dakotas. And Dan and I were live for this. And I'll go ahead and let you enjoy this video here. Can you guys hear that? Motorcyclists.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Oh my God.
They may be on a bicycle.
They're on a motorcycle or bicycle?
They're hardcore, dude.
Bicycle. So these guys literally rode a bicycle through a derecho. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And that was, and I can confirm that was right. That was literally right when the winds were, I think, about 80 to 90 miles an hour, and those guys are just casually riding their bikes through it.
Yes,
it's unbelievable.
Maybe they got DUIs and they couldn't drive a car, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that storyline.
So you can get a DUI on a bicycle, because I know that in Arlington and DC, they've like pushed for people to not drink and then take those little Lime scooters, like little Uber Lyft scooters. So as far as I know, you can get a DUI on those. So I wonder if you can on a bicycle.
Yeah. I think you technically can, and I do have another one real quick. We'll share this. This one doesn't have sound, but this is from I believe this is from Texas a couple of weeks ago. I can't tell you how many videos we've seen of cars just stopped underneath an overpass, and this was during a tornado warning. Phil, what would you do to the people that are underneath this overpass right now?
That's
I got
scary.
a bat. I got a bat in the back of my Orange Crush. And if I'm stuck like that red pickup truck there, if I'm stuck, I'm getting out of my pickup truck. I'm getting out of the Orange Crush. I am going to walk all the way to the front of that line of those two jerks that are blocking traffic and I'm going to start beating on their car. Because if I'm getting hit by hail, they're going to get hit by hell. That's how it works.
And look, Phil, I think a lot of people do the same thing. Look how long this traffic jam. This is like almost an hour after the tornado warning passed, and look how long that traffic jam lasted. I mean, that's insane.
That is
because it's two car. It's basically two vehicles.
Yeah.
All it took was two vehicles to do that.
Oh my god.
All right, that's all I got, Jen.
All right, I got one. I call this a big holy shit. Kind of along Dina's line there. But this is storm chasing. Woo! This is a danger, a huge danger of storm chasing that scares the crap out of me.
That's terrifying.
When there's lightning that close.
That's a big old bolt.
That is huge. That's really close to them. Like right across the street.
So that one's really bad. Now I got to pull up here another one. This one, let's see. I'm gonna do. All right, this one's actually good old Max Velocity shared this. But this was actually a map. Cappucci probably is aware of this. This was a map of 4 mesoscale discussions on this date. This is June 2nd. And this is getting a little crazy.
All those look like that though.
I call it someone couldn't control their MD excitement.
Yes, this is.
A bit of a PSA for folks too. If your mesoscale discussions last more than 4 hours without a watch being issued, you need to consult a meteorologist right away.
Oh my god,
Matthew, that is the best ever.
That's the best.
Oh my god,
Oh
that
my
is
God.
so good. And I think that's it, right? Do we have any
Nope,
more?
I got 2 more.
Dina's got one.
So this one I call this is a whole new level of fun. And watch the bouncy house.
Oh, I want to do that.
Oh my god,
the kids are falling out.
Did they
And
fall
there
out?
were kids falling out. Watch it as it goes up in the air.
Oh my
my
god, that's scary.
Now, nobody got hurt. I mean, well, nobody died. Okay, there's some injury there.
I would imagine.
But oh my lord.
So I've seen so many bounce houses, Phil, like flown around like that. I've never seen kids falling out like that.
No.
Like that's terrifying. Like,
But
as a mom,
isn't it amazing? Isn't it
Yeah.
amazing that as a kid you can be flung out of a bounce house like 15 feet and be fine the next day, or
Yeah,
at least
I know.
be all right? And yet I'm
Relatively
27.
fine.
If I sleep on the wrong arm, I'm sore all the next day.
Hey, just wait till you get to your 50s, brother.
I mean,
Right?
I
Getting
know.
old is
I'm
not
like, I
fun.
get out of my chair after I've been sitting here for a few hours. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you like sneeze
All right,
and throw
so-
your back out.
Last one I got, I just call this just stand up. And it's some lady
Good morning to you.
forecasting.
Good morning. Well, obviously we're getting a nice.
Forecasting from a flood.
oh no.
And she's in a canoe,
Busted.
paddling in a canoe. And then there's 2 dudes walking by that are in it's ankle deep water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's recent, right?
Little-
Phil, is this recent?
Possibly
looks older.
June 17th,
Maybe.
maybe. But I think it's
older.
older than that.
It's
Yeah.
older, yeah. Look at the
Yeah,
graphics.
that
Those
was
are like
like
old
a total
today
getting
graphics.
busted.
Get out of my shot.
I know.
I mean, it's standard
Oh my
definition
God.
too. I miss the days of standard definition.
So she's basically trying to go, oh, look at the flood waters here. I'm paddling a canoe down the street. And then 2 guys in waders walk right in front of her, and it's just ankle deep. Water.
Yeah.
Cameramen too.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Come on, that's it's a bit much.
You do that.
Fake news, wrong, very bad.
Honest.
That's crazy.
It's such a lie.
It is bad.
Wow.
Well, you
There wasn't
guys
that
can
much water
find all
anyway.
of
Wait,
these-
Dina's got one. Dina's got one.
No, I had one already.
She did
Oh,
it.
wait.
Oh,
I'm losing my mind.
Sorry. Brady, stay off the drugs, brother. All right, go
Kick me
ahead,
out.
Jen.
What?
Having his blizzard.
You can
Just say no.
All of these books on the stormfrontfreaks.com episode 239 show notes.
Oh yeah. Weather Trollbot 5000. So my theory is this Trollbot came from the future, went through time, came back, it ended up in somebody's garage and sold at like a garage sale, and Phil found it, and it actually like takes people's comments and tells you what you're really thinking, because I think it's from the future. I do. So mainly what happens is when our friends get trolled, they're usually pretty nice, with their responses. But the Trollbot says, no, let me tell you what they were really thinking. So, Phil, I'm sure you have something there good.
You're giving Trollbot a lot of credit, thinking that it's
I think it came from the future.
I think so too, Phil.
Time.
Pretty old school. Maybe it is. Maybe it's from the future, and it's just got worn out tech and worn out wires and everything else. It's just
went through a
beat
black
to
hole,
hell.
maybe.
But folks, this is when we say definitely put your earmuffs on. This is all you kiddos out there, earmuffs on, because Trollbot doesn't hold back. Trollbot lets you know what our weather friends were really thinking when they were getting trolled. So the first one, I got two for you tonight. Matthew, you're going to like this. Matthew, you might have been one of our Trollbot interpretations on one of our shows. But here we go. The first one, Ginger Z. Good old Ginger Z. She was responding to Parallax on Twitter. Parallax says, no one cares how much you travel. What's funny is that you're a victim of your own politics. Keep pushing the Democrat narrative and you'll continue to watch crime elevate. Hey, let's not forget, as your open borders, I don't know what that is, here's to you, keep it up. All right. So that was the Ginger. And Ginger, again, our weather friends always respond really professional and nice, usually. Ginger responds, says, hey, I answered someone's question. I didn't assume you cared. Hit that unfollow button and have a wonderful night.
Good for her.
But we all know what Ginger was really thinking. And so what we got to do is we got to plug this into Trollbot, and Trollbot's going to compute and let us know what Ginger was really thinking.
Here is what Ginger was really thinking. Oh, Parallax, you fucking genius. Dragging politics into a weather chat like a tornado hauling a trailer park. I'm just answering a damn question, not waving a flag or opening borders, you conspiracy-charged shitstorm. Unfollow me faster than a cold front, you dipshit.
Okay.
I love that.
A day
I like
when
it.
I could just respond to people like that. Because we all know I have my own inner narrative, which sometimes creeps out. But, I mean, y'all know I have a big platform, and I have to be at least somewhat polite to the crazies. I wish I could just respond to one.
Well, hey, that's what Trollbot's here for. So Matthew, next time you get trolled and you respond nicely, just send it to us, and we'll punch it into Trollbot, and we'll let her interpret. So I've got one more for you, folks.
Like trolls.
What's that?
I was going to say half the trolls I get look like trolls. It is amazing how confident people can be writing me nasty things when they look like they stuck their finger in the electrical socket. It's amazing.
They don't see the sun too much. They don't get out. All right, this one, Caitlin Connell, who's a former TV meteorologist, had this. David Stock, okay, if you're going to use your name, we're going to use it too, says, no, you are a TV weather reader, not a meteorologist.
Oh. Don't like
and good old Caitlin, nice and professional, responded, David Stock, that's strange. My BS in atmospheric sciences says otherwise, but what do I know? I'm just a degreed meteorologist with 2 college degrees and graduated with honors. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong.
Yeah.
So we got to take all that data. We got to take all that
it.
data. We're going to punch it in and see what Caitlin was really thinking when she was responding.
Here is what Caitlin was really thinking. Holy shitballs, you mouth-breathing, troll-tastic fucknugget. You think I'm just a weather reader. My goddamn atmospheric sciences BS, polished with honors and 2 fucking degrees, begs to differ, you intellectual skidmark. I didn't wrestle equations harder than my professor's chimichanga-fueled shits to get dissed by a couch potato conspiracy cockwaffle. Keep yapping, and I'll predict a 100% chance of you choking on my metaphorical dick of science. Beep boop, motherfucker, school's in, or fuck off to Narnia.
Oh my God, that may be the best one yet.
Wow.
That was funny.
Beep boop.
You were muted during that.
And there's a cockwaffle.
A cockwaffle, yeah.
Fuck Nugget was the best.
Is that a dish at Waffle House, Matthew?
A cockwaffle.
I'm not familiar with that one. No. Beep boop, I think, was a nice touch.
Beep boop, motherfucker. I think that's what it really was.
I think that's going to be my new voicemail.
Seriously, Phil, that was the best one yet we've ever had.
Oh wow.
Man.
Okay, Caitlin.
That was good.
Wow, Caitlin. Whew, that was juicy. All right.
Intense.
So thank and folks, if you see our weather friends getting trolled out there on social media and they're responding nicely, feel free to share it. Just tag at Stormfront Freaks, and we might have Weather Troll by 5000 interpret on the next show. But folks, I think that just about does it for this episode of Stormfront Freaks podcast. So thanks for tuning in and watching or listening, however you take in the content. And do us a favor, if you like the show, Brady,
smash that like and subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. Break your mouse.
Right now. Hit that like, hit the little thumbs up like button right now. Thanks to our guest tonight, Mr. Matthew Cappucci.
Thank you, Matthew.
A pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, we had a lot of fun, brother. Thanks for coming on. Let's go around the horn, Freaks, find out how people can follow you all and get a hold of your content. I am going to start, Jen, with you.
Yay! Jennifer Weather. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. X is at JWatson_WX. Unfortunately, somebody else is Jennifer Weather. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, Dina.
I'm Lady Pilot 70 on everything, so that one's a pretty easy one.
Sweet. Brady.
Yeah, Stormcat5. You can find me here on YouTube and just created a Facebook. So you're going to have to teach me how to use it, Matt. I don't know how to use it.
You got this, Brady. I believe
in
you.
Maz.
You can find me on X at Moneystorm for you. That's Moneystorm, the number 4, the letter U.
And you can email him at maz@hotmail.com. And you can...
Dogs! Boom!
And just Stormfront Freaks. Just search Stormfront Freaks primarily on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Facebook. Let's hit our VIPs. Dan, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Dan Wallace WX.
And Angela.
You can find me on X at XJAngel89 and What the Girl on Instagram and TikTok.
Cool. I think I brought you in while you were having dinner. Sorry about that. But hey, listen to this, guys. Next episode, our friends Gabe Cox and Jeremy Heyman from Tornado Trackers have rebranded to Storm Reel, and they've brought back an amazing stormy telling podcast. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Stormy telling.
Wow.
Stormy telling podcast.
I love it, Phil.
It's really good. But hey, everyone can join us live on Thursday, July 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, right here on YouTube, or catch the audio podcast uploaded that weekend. So those of you watching live, stick around for our after show party. For Jen and Dan, Dina, Maz, Brady, Matthew, and Angela, I'm going to signal the all clear, and we will catch you guys next time. So good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the Stormfront Freaks podcast. Our bi-weekly show is available on your favorite audio podcast player and on YouTube, along with other videos from the Stormfront Freaks Network, including forecasts and live storm coverage from Stormcat 5 and weather education from WX Serena. Find them at youtube.com/stormfrontfreaks. You can support the Freaks at YouTube by subscribing and becoming a member to take advantage of member-only benefits. For show notes, past shows, videos, merchandise, and more, visit our website at stormfrontfreaks.com. If you would like to contact us with questions or make comments about the show, shoot us an email to questions@stormfrontfreaks.com or follow us on social media. Search for Stormfront Freaks. We'd love to hear from you. Join us next time and tell a friend about the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
Awesome.
Wow.
Great show, Matthew.
It was a banger.
Unbelievable, man. You were a lot of fun. That was
Yeah,
great.
great job.
That was
Matthew,
awesome.
so cool.
Sorry, I pushed my mic away. Good to be here. But yeah, thank you.
Matthew, I want to go chasing with you. We need to figure that out.
Anytime.
Yeah.
I need like co-pilots because I'm always doing it alone and trying to multitask and navigate and drive and figure out where I'm going and check the radar and whatnot.
That's a lot for one person.
It is a
lot.
Great navigator.
And also
just
to have
saying,
my
Matt,
video.
it's a YouTube video. You know, Matthew Cappucci gets Stormcat 5 his first tornado. Just saying. I'm at a half right now. I'm at a
I thought
half.
you've seen one.
No, we saw. No,
seen
the
it.
one
There
we
was some
saw.
behind
No, the
us.
one we saw was a half of one, guys. I'm just saying.
No.
No,
100%.
you saw half of one. Some of us saw.
You guys saw the full one. Yeah, I saw
yeah.
the half of one because I was
Yeah.
looking at my phone.
Right.
Anyway.
We saw
It's
the
okay.
first one. We saw the one that was behind Dan. We saw that big one, but it was rain wrapped. Like we've seen them. I mean,
yeah,
but
I
we've
didn't
never
see-
seen the big wedge crossing the road. That's low precipitation. Yeah, we haven't got that yet.
Oh, Harvey,
Brady, we'll make it
Iowa.
happen. We'll make it happen.
I was so incredibly close to that. You know, I could practically dodge the section vortices if I wanted to. But the best was this year when I was finished chasing for the day. I was like, you know what? I'm done. It was a great day, whatever. And I'm sitting at IHOP and the power goes out and I look out the window. I'm like, is that a nader forming in the parking lot?
Oh, no.
Sure enough. Like, do I have the video?
Oh
I
my
have it somewhere.
gosh.
It was so funny. I just, I thought I was done for the day. I was like, all right, relaxation time has arisen. I will find it. And it'll take me a sec, but it'll be fine.
That would be really nice, wouldn't it, guys? We're just chasing.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, let's stop to get dinner. Oh, look, tornado.
Oh my gosh, that's
Right.
insane.
The contrast, it's not showing the contrast, but like, yeah, there you see the
It's right
dust
there.
behind
Oh
it.
yeah, you can see the debris on the
Yeah.
ground level.
That is
Interesting.
wild.
Wasn't
Yeah,
wasn't
as
the
we
guy?
said-
Because I remember you posting that. Wasn't the guy like there was a guy next to you that was just freaking out?
He was like, is that going to form a tornado? I was like, sir, there is contact with the ground right now. We see debris being lofted. That is a tornado. It's like, no way is it coming
That's
this way.
not a
I'm
no
like,
nader. That's no nader. You lying.
And you know what?
You lying.
IHOP still delivered my food on time.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
That is surprising.
Impressive. Very impressive.
In the middle of a
Oh
tornado.
yeah. But it was 18 million degrees in there because with the power going out, the air conditioning faltered. So
Jeez.
yeah.
Oh.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere.
Phil, is that
Well,
Maz's real
I can do
email,
this
by the
all
way?
day.
If it is, I want everyone in the chat to email him. Just email him your favorite. That's not your. Is that your
Maz
email?
at hotmail.com. Yeah.
Oh,
That would be
dang
awesome.
it! Oh, shoot.
That'd be so good. That'd be so good, Maz.
AOL.
Hey, Matthew.
Maz at AOL.com.
Yes.
You are so busy. Do you have an assistant or a virtual assistant or something to assist you?
Or an AI clone?
What's a virtual?
I
It's
wish.
just raw
You know,
dogging life.
pretty much. I don't do anything with AI. Like AI could probably write my articles, but I want the human touch on everything. And social media, I won't let anyone else touch my social media. Like that's one thing. Some TV stations require you to hand over your passwords. I have, like, I will
Really?
never do that. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Or some TV stations require you to, like, if you leave the station, you can't have any station branded stuff anymore or whatever, which I get. But like, I had a friend who worked in Roanoke who left and he had tens of thousands of followers and he had to start a new page from scratch.
That's
so
crazy.
that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing
But that
I'll
won't
never
hold
do.
up in court, Matthew. That won't hold up in court because that happened to me at a local station, and I switched my email and everything, or like my handle and my email and
From
everything
Hotmail?
to
Hotmail.com?
personal.
Yeah, maz@hotmail.com, and I was fine. So just do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's interesting? I guarantee you broadcasters in the next few years will have to start, and I made this point to the conference too. When you sign a TV contract, you're signing your name, voice, and likeness away. And people think likeness just means image. But as we head further into the future, likeness will include deep fakes. So, for example, in about 2-3 years' time, if someone really wanted to, they could take enough videos of me, train an AI model, and create a digital Matthew Cappucci to say whatever they wanted. And
let's do it. I'm doing it.
So theoretically, let's say
let's do it.
Right?
Give crazy.
Like, let's say, for example, I sign a contract somewhere. If I sign a contract somewhere and I leave, with most broadcast contracts, you're signing something in perpetuity. So even if you leave, they could still use your AI likeness to generate content of you.
Wow.
So
that's
it doesn't seem like there's any reason. I mean, I'm not saying there's no reason going to broadcast, and I love all of our broadcast brethren, but all the future is all just digital. It's digital. It's your brand.
It used to be big money in TV, at least in top markets. Most little markets paid terrible money. But even the big markets, like I got a 35% pay cut. I loved my station. I love the people there. I love the management. I have nothing good things to say. But, times are changing. I got a pay cut. I'm going to go where the money's better.
You gotta put bread on the table. I mean, it's that simple.
Oh, yeah. And the crazy part is, like, with digital and everything else I do, I don't have to wake up at 2 a.m, and I can make 2.1 times as much as I would have made if I did TV full time. And I can have a life and travel. Like the My Radar job is the best job in the entire world. It really is.
I agree 100%, Matthew. I feel like you're living the dream life that so many meteorologists and aspiring meteorologists want to live. Like, that's why I heard about your talk at AMS. Like, everyone's like, did you hear? Like, literally, I'm like, all right, so we're going to have him on the podcast. Let's ask him the questions. Like, it's amazing. So you've made such a huge impact, and you continue to do so. So
much appreciated.
Very proud.
It's one of those
and
things.
So have you, Jen. And so have you.
No, but I'm just Matthew. Like, you don't understand. Everyone was talking about it. Like, Matthew, everyone was. So
I remember years ago back and I was in high school and I was talking to my parents like, yeah, I want to be on TV, but I also want to do this and I want to do social media, but I want to, do my own social media and I want to storm chase, but I don't want to pay for my chasing and blah, blah, blah. And I remember us talking and it seemed very unrealistic to ever want something like that at the time. But I found that if you do something of value, you have to do it for free for a little while first to prove your concept. And then people will come out of the woodwork and pay you to do it. And so, like with my social media, with my chasing, the first several years I was on my own. I was using the money I made at the Washington Post to do that stuff and prove that what I did was worth doing. And then suddenly folks came knocking. And I'm really grateful My Radar has given me the chance to, be paid to do what I was doing all along and doing what I love.
Which is incredible. I absolutely love that. And it's just going to get better. I can't wait for the future. I'm like, what is he going to do in the next month or so?
I was saying it's daunting, but also so exciting.
All right, you got any flack on Jordan Hall?
No.
You got any stories that I can, use,
Jordan Hall is so chill. We FaceTimed earlier on, and it's funny because way back in the day, before I knew him, like obviously I work with him through My Radar, but before I knew him, he just seemed so established that I assumed he was like 10 years older than me. He just seemed so much more adulty than me in his business dealings and in everything. And then I met him, and I forget what he referenced. He was talking about like his graduation year. I'm like, wait, you're my age? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, really? But he's a consummate professional and a very good negotiator. Like I've taken a few of his tools, and he's a great negotiator and knows the value of his stuff. And rightfully so. We need more people like that.
Him.
Yeah.
I feel like you two could.
He's go.
Oh, no, go Brady.
I was gonna say, he was just, sometimes we'll like play Xbox together, and he'll just, but he'll just talk to me about like content. No, but he'll just talk to me about like, just content creation, but also, as a chaser, being able to own your videos and not just sell them to the lowest bidder, and to take the footage that you've used and done and value that footage and not just give it away, right? Because I think everyone's first inclination is just give their footage away or sell it to $10, Storyful or whatever. And he's been really good about he knows so much about that kind of stuff.
He's one of the few. I mean, there are chasers out there who are very good at getting the shot. He gets the shot and he markets himself so incredibly well. That said, if you really want to irritate him, just mention Lake City.
All right.
Although
I'm using
That's
that.
what Brittany was looking for. He was looking for a keyword to poke the bear.
Do you remember when I pranked him earlier this year? I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but I pranked him and I pretended to be PETA. So what had happened was that week,
that was good.
he had hit like, a turkey, a possum. I think he sideswiped a deer. Like he was having a rough week with the animal kingdom.
An owl too, maybe a bald eagle, but that's up in the air.
And like that happened to me a few years ago. I hit a deer and 2 raccoons, and like I hit a zoo's worth of animals within a week. But he tweeted about it, and I was like, I should have some fun with this. And so it's funny. Like I knew he had a good sense of humor, but I didn't know him like in terms of how he would react with something like that. So I downloaded a texting app and I spoofed my phone number and I changed my number to the area code of PETA headquarters. And I texted him and I was like, hey, Mr. Hall, this is, I picked a random name. This is Bethany from PETA, blah, blah, blah. We understand from Twitter you've had some unfortunate encounters with animals in the roadway. We're wondering if you could become engaged in a productive dialogue. We think you're doing a lot of, and this is where I really tried to mess with him. We see you're doing a lot of unnecessary miles for this hobby of yours.
Oh,
would you consider, chatting?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Unnecessary miles you're driving to track storms.
Oh my God.
What's that number to me? I mean, that number to me literally, like, if I get something like that, I'm like, okay, maybe this is legit. Looks like a completely random number. Set as an SMS. The end is perfect.
So what was his reply? I got to know what did he do?
Hold on. I'm finding the tweet.
Let me find it. I got to find, where is it?
You guys, this is amazing.
I don't know how you guys can hit that many animals, considering
Can't tell
I drive
if this is
something.
spam or not.
Oh, so
I've
he
never
sends
hit
me,
an animal in my life.
So he
Really?
sends me,
Good
and
for you.
Really?
obviously I'm going to block out his number, but
Obviously.
so he sends me pictures of the vehicle and he writes something like, the animals shouldn't be in the roadway. Can I get a refund for my windshield? So I write back as PETA, we'd be happy to consider a sponsorship if you consider installing an anti-deer deterrent and making a social media video addressing the importance of driving slow during turkey mating season. And so at this point, like, I know him well enough. Like, I know the gears are turning, and he's like, sponsorship? So he's like, that's a possibility. Yeah, we can entertain that.
Ching.
And then I write back. So at this point, I'm like, I got to come clean. I write back, at PETA, we believe that all animals have souls, and nature has an energy cycle. Perhaps interacting more positively with wildlife would help you cultivate a better relationship with nature and the environment. That way, you'd be able to intercept tornadoes like the Lake City one we're told that you missed.
Oh no! Did he figure out who it was, though?
I don't know. I wrote back eventually. You know who our favorite storm chaser is at PETA? Cappucci.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I love when people are so clever.
All right, let's say goodbye to the chat.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the
Bye,
chat, everybody.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
We love
Thanks,
you.
Mezzo Matt and Jared and Alina and all of our members. Thank you.
Mama
That was
G,
good.
Buzzy.
Whole crew.
Yeah.